Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hope if you are new here. Today we are doing a declutter. Are we ready? I'm so ready. Well, no, declutters have been my jam for a while now and I'm so excited to bring them back. I haven't done a declutter in quite some time, so I hope you all are just as excited as I am to do a declutter of my makeup. This one's probably gonna be pretty ruthless just because most of the stuff is old. I don't buy a lot of new makeup anymore. I'm kind of one of those people that buys a foundation, uses it all the way up, buys either the same one or a new one again to try it out. I'm not buying a bunch of different ones to try out. So it's gonna be a very small collection. A lot of products you will probably recognize, but I think it's good because I just need to get rid of them because they just sit in my cabinet and I don't ever use them, so why do I keep them? It's also kind of part of my journey to start slowly easing my way into more non-toxic makeup, so that is one of the reasons why I haven't been buying as many new products, especially like from the drugstore and even Sephora and Ulta. I've been very choosy about what products I do buy and use and put on my face, so that's been a big part of not buying new makeup, so that's why my collection is a lot smaller. That and money. I don't have the funds to constantly be buying new products all the time. I hope you enjoy the nice little background noise of the laundry machine. It's just the way it's gonna be in today's video, but I hope it makes you feel a little homey, that I am just like any other one of you, trying to do my laundry and keep up with life. So without further ado, I think we should go down to the floor and start going through my products. I think I just wanna run through my everyday products first, just because this is the stuff that I use all the time, so I don't really see myself getting rid of a ton of it. Although, some of these have been sitting in here that I think I just need to get rid of. So, these two products, the Tower 28 Sunny Days and the Ilia Serum Concealer, I think it is, something like that. I use these all the time, so I'm gonna keep these in my drawer here, or my container. I have had this e.l.f. like glowy, like, I think it's like supposed to be like a highlighter thing. It's really pretty. I never use it because I have enough dewy makeup that I wear all the time that it wouldn't be necessary. So I also have had this forever, so I'm gonna get rid of that. This Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Hydrating Primer. I should use these up. Although I don't really need it. I think I'm just gonna get rid of this because I don't really need this. Or I will add it to my skincare and just use it up. The Smashbox one, again, I don't ever use this, but if I were to be putting on makeup for a long period of time, like I have a couple weddings coming up, I might save it for that, so I will use that. And then this is the Gerard Cosmetics. It's like an eye primer, like an eyelid primer for eyeshadow. I've had this for so long, it needs to go. And here I have my Milani Cream Blush and my Tower 28 Cream Bronzer. Love those both, keeping those. I also have a NARS blush. I want to keep this blush as well. It's the only powder blush that I have. This Smashbox highlighter, you know I love this, but I have had it forever. I'm just going to keep it. It's the only highlighter I have, and it's still, I'm going to keep using it even though it probably should be thrown. There's literally like nothing in this, but I'm just going to use every last drop. It's the Urban Decay All Nighter. It's a nice little setting spray for if I need makeup to last. This Essence Lash Princess Mascara I'm going to keep as well. I do not like this. It smudges and it doesn't last on my eyelids or my eyelashes very well, but I'm just going to use it up. I want to use up this Urban Decay 24/7 liner too. I've had this for a little while, but I think I just want to use it up. These are my two mascaras, the Lash Sensational that I use all the time. Again, these two eyebrow products, there's like nothing in here, so I just need to use both of these up, so that's why they're in here. Just gonna keep them. This one literally has nothing on it, but I do have a couple, you know, events coming up that are special occasions, so I will just use them for that. And then I have two e.l.f. Wow Brow eyebrow gels that I also use all the time, so I'm gonna keep those. So those, this one I didn't expect to change much, but I did still get rid of 3 products out of there. Here's the fun pile of a lot of other things. I'm gonna throw palettes to the side because I have a separate bag for palettes, but this Ilia foundation I'm going to keep. This is the other foundation I use all the time between that and the Tower 28. I have a ton of brushes in here. I should probably get rid of a lot of these. It's mixed in with a lot of other products. Doing a lot better than I thought. I had way more products than this, which is actually quite impressive. I do have a ton of palettes though that I want to go through as well. Let's just start off with these lip liners. So these are Gerard Cosmetics lip liners. These were sent to me. They're all like, I mean, they're pretty, but I never use them and they're old. So I think I'm just gonna throw them. They're really cool. They look, I like the look of them, but get rid of. I didn't keep, actually, yeah, see, I kept a Gerard Cosmetics lipstick too. I think I got these sent to me in 2020. Like, these are old. This, I need to get rid of this. So I'm gonna get rid of this. This is another lipstick in Rodeo Drive. I always keep them to have something on hand, and then it always ends up not being used. I have a couple other lip liners. I have a Kylie Cosmetics one. This one was pretty. This one was given to me as a gift. Really love the color of it. Actually, it's really pretty. I never use it though, and it's really old. It's probably like 5 years old, so I'm gonna get rid of that. It is nice to have a red lipstick and a lip liner. I actually don't even have a red lipstick on hand right now because I never wear lipstick ever. Ooh, that's really creamy. I wonder if Wet n Wild still makes these, the gel lip liner. See, I'm so out of the loop with a lot of this drugstore and all makeup I'm so out of the loop on, but I think I am going to get rid of that. I just never use them. I have these two double wear eyeliners from Estee Lauder. So the thing with these is they were actually, my grandma passed away and she was very into makeup and actually pretty fashionable if you ask me. I'm not being sarcastic. So she had a bunch of makeup, so I took these, but that was 2 years ago already and I haven't even touched them. So that means they're well over 2 years old. This is a Vaseline chapstick. I actually didn't love this either, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. These e.l.f. Ride or Die lip balms, I tried so much to like them, but they are just so thick, like so thick. And then you put it on and it's like, it is a lot. So I think, oops, I just probably got some on my nose there. So I think it's time to get rid of that. I honestly didn't love it. I think I like have tried them and used them in videos before and they were fine. Like they were a nice like lip product that was colored, but I just feel like they weren't the best. So get rid of that. I love this Dose of Colors lip gloss. It is so beautiful. It smells good. It honestly still smells good. Like it's still good. I love the color. This one is in Messy Bun. These are great. If I were to repurchase a lip gloss, not caring about whether it's non-toxic or not, because I honestly don't know if Dose of Colors is good or not. I actually need to check. I don't think they are low tox because I don't wear lip gloss that often. That's one thing that I'm like okay using, you know, time and time again. Not all of my products are switched over yet either, so that's the reality, is like I still use makeup that's not low tox. But if I were to buy a lip gloss formula, it would be this, or it would be the, I have 1 minute in my purse, I keep forgetting about it. It's the Buxom Plumping Lip Gloss. I used to use that one. It sits in my purse, and so I pull it out from time to time. That's the other one I'll use, but this one I think it's time to go. I've had this for so many years. I love it. I still would put it on once in a while, but just because it's on your lips, I just don't want to mess with it. But this is actually a really good lip gloss if you're looking for one. And I mean, it's not cheap, I don't think, but I feel like it's not terrible for high end. I use this Pink Lily Beauty lip gloss. That's what's on my lips today, actually. This one's not that old, so I'm going to keep it. I think I just got it like last summer when I ordered a Pink Lily boutique, online boutique order. I think I got sent it with that. It's not super potent. You can tell how potent the Dose of Colors one is, but it's not terrible. So I think I'm going to keep this just because I want to have a lip gloss on hand. That, and I'm going to keep my Buxom one that I still have. This NARS lipstick is actually not too terribly old either. So if I'm going to keep one lipstick, which I will put this on, you know, sparingly if I'm at a wedding or something. This is the Rouge line in Rose Cliff. It's pretty nude, but I don't mind it. So I'm going to keep this just because it's a mini one. I might actually use it, and I have it. This Wet n Wild loose highlighter. Man, this thing is so pretty. I kind of want to keep this just to have it. I think I might keep this just for fun. This is not, I mean, it's probably a couple years old, but just because it's a loose powder, I'm not as worried about it. I never use it very often, but it's a fun color, and I'd like to have it on hand, especially like if I get rid of my other highlighter palette pretty soon. So I'm gonna keep that. So I'm keeping 4 products out of that whole mix. That's pretty good. I also have these e.l.f. eyeshadow little quads. I have had these for about almost 5 years now, so I think it's time to get rid of them. I really like them. I use them a lot. I don't use this one as much, but I do use cream and sugar and rose water a lot. This was kind of my go-to, so I feel like, I mean, I had these when I was in my dorm, so I think it's time. If I want to repurchase them, I will. They're not super expensive, and eyeshadow is another one of those things I haven't switched over yet, so it might be time to look at new items to switch over. Otherwise, if I need something quick and easy, these are definitely really good. I recommend them. Are they like the best eyeshadow formula in the entire world? Maybe not. I haven't, but I think it's really good for day-to-day and would meet most people's needs. So it's time to get rid of those, but I do love them. They're just really old. Same with this. This is the ColourPop Double Entendre palette. I love this palette. I use it once in a while. It's not one that I'm constantly wearing, but it has some pretty shades. The shadows are really pretty. I don't even know if they still sell this palette because I've had it for so long, but it needs to go. It's pretty old. This one pains me a little bit. I've had this one for almost 3 years, I think. So this one's probably on the, yeah, this says 6 months. How would somebody ever use this like within 6 months? So this is the Raw Beauty Christie eyeshadow palette collaboration with Pure, and I loved it because it has, a bunch of neutral shades, and then it also has a fun side. So it's like it's a double sider. So I'm gonna keep this still just because it's technically, I think, still okay. I've had it for like 2 to 3 years, probably like 3 years, but I'm gonna keep it just for now just because I think I can make her last a little longer. And it's nice to have one palette on hand because I think the rest of my palettes are gonna have to go, which I'm gonna pull out right now. So before I moved, I got rid of a lot of my other makeup, which I think is why I was like, oh my gosh, like where's all my makeup at? I forgot that I got rid of it a lot, or I got rid of a lot of it. But I also got rid of a lot of palettes, like my Naked palettes. It pained me, but I had to do it because I hadn't touched them and then they had gone really bad. I am likely going to get rid of probably all of these just because I have had them for so long, like so long. This Morphe palette by Jaclyn Hill, very beautiful. I don't use palettes. I don't use eyeshadow very often anymore. Really pretty, just would never use them. So I think it's time for me to get rid of those. This Tartelette and Bloom one, really love this. It smells like vanilla. The shadows are not the greatest, but they're good for every day. Like they're not like the most high-end, you know, makeup artistry shadows, but if you're looking for something good for every day, definitely recommend. I love a lot of these shades in here. So it's a beautiful palette. This is another one that I've had for a while. This one pains me. Dare I hold on to it? No, I'm gonna get rid of it. You know why? Because this is giving me an opportunity to actually buy new makeup and try new stuff. So I'm gonna get rid of it. Oh, my Jaclyn Hill palette. This one also has to go. I've had this one since like the day it launched, which was a long time ago. This was such a favorite of mine. I had used this in so many videos, but this one has got to be 7, 8 years old at this point, which I cannot believe it has been that long. But I remember ordering this when I was in high school in a class because it went live and I didn't want to miss out on it. And it wasn't priced that terrible. I think it was like 38 or 40 bucks. Like it was not a bad price. Just these beautiful shades. And then just some like really good ones just for every day. Oops. And then I also pinned the card up, or put the card up at the top so I knew the names of them before they came out with the new, because they came out with another version that actually had the names on it. So this is like an OG one. I loved this palette, but it is just time. You can tell it's very worn and loved, but it's just time to get rid of it. This palette I also bought when I went to the Morphe store for the first time at the Mall of America, which would have been well over 5 years ago. Another beautiful palette, Pretty shades. I don't know why, I just love this. I am so into this green color. The shadows feel a little chalky actually now that I'm touching them. It's time to go. I never wear these shades, and if I did, like, it would be once ever, and also it's old. Part of it's just it's old, and so that helps me just get rid of stuff because it's old. The last one is another Morphe palette. This one was 35M that I just showed. This one's 3503. This one was gifted to me when I was a freshman in college. It's a beautiful palette, really pretty shades. It's old. I think I got it when I was a freshman, so I've had it for about 5 years now, and I think it's time. And I don't use it. That's like a chunky glitter. I don't use it very often, if like ever. I don't even know the last time I have used it, so this one's also time to retire it. I think that is all. So what I'm keeping are these products in my makeup bag here, and then these couple additional items. What I'm getting rid of, I don't know if you can see this, all of these palettes and all of this makeup here. So I think I got rid of half. That's pretty impressive, if you ask me. What's even wilder is, like, I had all of my eyeshadows used to sit, like palettes used to sit in this bag. I had that bag full, and I got rid of stuff, and then I just got rid of I cleared out my entire eyeshadow palette collection. I used to have a massive one, and it is now gone. And I think I'm gonna honestly try to put some of these in here so that I remember to use them. Let's quickly run through these brushes while we're at it, because these desperately need to be gone through. Whoa. I feel like I could get rid of a lot of these. I wonder if any friends would want them. I want to keep this Morphe foundation brush. I do have a couple brushes still in my drawer that's not shown here. This one can go. That can get thrown. I don't ever use this one either. That one can get thrown. This e.l.f. blending brush. This e.l.f. contour brush. I don't ever use that. It's Real Techniques. I might keep this one. It's a smaller foundation brush. This is an e.l.f. highlighter brush. I might keep this for blush maybe. I have 2. I don't need 2. e.l.f. powder brush. I don't really use powder that often. This e.l.f. foundation brush I think can go. I have enough foundation brushes. I don't need them all. I don't need this BH Cosmetics brush either. This one might be not bad for like smaller points of powder too from Morphe. I have a bunch of Morphe and BH Cosmetics because they came in a big kit. I think I'm gonna get rid of the e.l.f. powder. I'll keep this BH Cosmetics 133. I just don't think I would use this. I'm just gonna get rid of this e.l.f. blending brush. I don't see a need for it. I don't need this Morphe one. This one's kind of like a contoury one. I just don't really have a need for it. Same with this Sonia Kashuk brush. How in the world are we like, what do we use this for? Actually, I might keep the, I'm not gonna keep it. I was gonna say maybe for like cream face mask, but then again, I might just use my fingers. So I don't need that. I don't need this one either, I don't think. BH Cosmetics 138. I'm just not precise with my makeup for me to even need that. I do like having like more of a precise highlighter brush. I'm gonna keep this one, and I'm gonna get rid of this Morphe one. I feel like this one's kind of rough, to be honest. 5 years ago, me would have been crying watching me get rid of all this stuff. I'm gonna keep this Wet n Wild spoolie. This is a lip brush. It's so crusty and old. That needs to go. I think this one is too. This one doesn't look as crusty. Would I ever use this? No. That's gonna go. This brush, I do have a couple eyeshadow brushes already pulled out that if I do use eyeshadow, I gravitate towards. But I think I do want some type of like lining brush. So I will keep, I mean, this one's more of like an angled pointed, so I'm gonna keep that. A straight one would be nice to have too. I already threw these Naked Cosmetics palettes, and so these are like the brushes that go with them. I just don't need them. These are really fine. These might even be paint brushes. I'm just gonna get rid of them. Actually, I'm gonna keep them for painting. I feel like I have a lot of these little like lip brushes and other eyeshadow brushes. I might keep this one, flat eyeshadow brush. Maybe one smaller one. I feel like this, I don't know, maybe keep that Morphe one. I don't need this BH Cosmetics. I kept one like that, I don't need that. Yeah, maybe I'll keep these two just if I want one that's more precise. I don't know. I don't want to like get rid of everything because I still want to have some. I don't want these double-ended brushes. I'm sick of using them just because they're, ooh, that one's soft. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. This is a Profusion. Their bristles are really soft. I just don't want the double-ended. Kind of over that. This one is really rough. Smudge brush. Can I smudge with something else? I think I'm gonna get rid of these Arbonne ones, even though they were my mother's. I just don't think I need them. Okay, let's keep one of these. I think I'm gonna keep the Morphe one over this e.l.f. one. Okay, I also have another one. Wait, do I have two? Oh, they're different. e.l.f. smudge brush, e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and then a Morphe. I'm just gonna keep the Morphe one. I don't need both. And then Morphe M139. This one's good for like an outer corner, like an outer crease of an eye. So I'm gonna keep that one. This one, honestly, I might just get rid of it, which sounds so shallow because of how short it is. And it's gonna get lost in my brushes. It might be nice to have one like lid focused brush, but I kind of want one that's bigger. So I think I'm gonna keep the Morphe one and get rid of this e.l.f. concealer brush. This one's kind of nice to have, like a fluffy, bigger fluffy. So I'm gonna keep that. I don't think I need, well, which one do I want? I'm gonna keep this one because it's in between a small one and a big one. This is a denser, I'm gonna keep this Wet n Wild one because it's a nice fluffy one. Honestly, I feel like I use these two interchangeably, so I might keep all those. See, this one's a shorter one though. Do I need this? I don't need it. I'm gonna get rid of the Profusion one. It's very soft, but it's a shorter one, and I have other ones that could work without it. Maybe I'll keep this BH Cosmetics one. It's a little bit unique. I don't think I really have anything like it, so I'm gonna keep that one. So these are all the brushes I'm keeping, plus I have another foundation brush and I think like an eyeshadow brush or two that I use on the daily in my current makeup stash, but keeping those, and then I'm getting rid of all of these. So I am so impressed. These are all of the brushes I'm keeping. This is everything I'm getting rid of. I would say this was a very successful run that I had. All of my makeup in one little container. That's it all. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would say that was a pretty ruthless declutter. I'm very impressed with myself. I was hoping it would be that way. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm really excited because now that I feel like I cleared my collection of a lot of old stuff, I can start fresh and I don't feel as guilty buying new items. And I'm excited because then I have room and space to try them with you all. So thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed declutter videos. I'd love to hear from you down in the comments. And I will see you in my next video.